Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is a Super Hellcat Tier 7 American Premium Tank Destroyer, and it's located on the south spawn of Ruinberg Encounter, and it's under the command of Picklefish44. Now the game started and his turret's turning, so he is alert. I think he just loaded in a little late and maybe he was busy on something else at the time. Okay, well, the Super Hellcat's like the ordinary Hellcat, except it's at tier 7 rather than tier 6, and that guy gives it a kind of disadvantage in one way, because it means that it's up against higher tier opponents that it would really like to be for that 19mm gun, which is capable of doing 240 alpha and penetrating 167mm of armour. The other advantage, of course, though, is of course that this is a premium vehicle, and premium vehicles can earn extra XP for the crew and also extra credits. Well, he tried to knock down that post, that fence post, but it didn't work. Oh, there's the enemy. Puts around into a Sherman Jumbo there. So pretty good round actually, that one, because Sherman Jumbos are quite strong at the front. I think he's the Sherman Jumbo's at a tier where he wouldn't really be that effective. He's only tier 6 and he just got hit by a tier 7 tank destroyer. So yes, that's one tank that the Super Hellcat can hit and benefit from. When he's loaded, he's pulling up to get a shot. Oh, the IS is side scraping, and there's that post again. It is getting in the way. Unfortunately, that shell ricocheted off the rear because it was just the wrong angle. And the Sherman Jumbo's moved across the way, so he's behind the house. There's that IS again. Yes, this time round he hit him, but he hit him with an HE round. And that meant, of course, he did more damage, because obviously the HE will damage modules even if it doesn't penetrate. Okay, he's decided to load another HE round. He did load AP to start with. That's why he has to shoot around the fence post, because the fence post would actually pre-detonate the shell. That's why he tried to get rid of the fence post to start with. He knew that that fence post was going to be in the way. Oh! That's something he didn't expect to see. A Tiger, and he pulls back really quickly after shooting, because he knows that Tiger could, well, his shells, these 88mm rounds, will just go straight through this hull. In fact, there's two Tigers around there. There's a heavy tank number 6 as well as a Tiger 1. Basically the same Tiger, but obviously one's the export version to Japan and the other one's not. And he's at the wrong angle. Oh, but he didn't penetrate him because he used HE, I think. He should have been using the AP round. He would have gone straight through the sides of that heavy tank. T150 just took a clout there from a 88mm round. And he's lost some more. So both of these guys around the corner have fired. Can he get a shot? Yep, this time round. And he fired one into the AMX 1375. But again, only 89 hit points because he's still using the HE rounds. There's a lot of exchange of fire between him and the T150. And there's that IS again. And the AMX tried to side scrape, tried to come out. Oh, this time round he took one in the tracks. Yeah, just at the edge there, just at the corner. And the T150's toast. So they're now going to be trying to get around into him. He can't side scrape because he's got no armour. But he can put rounds into the AMX, and he does. And an AP round will go straight through an AMX 1375 hull, because it's a light tank, a 13-ton tank, which has got virtually no armour whatsoever except to fend off machine gun bullets and rifle rounds and that sort of thing. Certainly can't take any tank round. And those heavy tanks are still there. You just pull back around the corner. He certainly can't cross the square because in his current state with the current armour he would be in trouble. There is a Tiger 1 that's gone around. He's actually come up, gone back and around, and he's actually now coming down the other side, and the AMX 1375 makes a huge mistake there and loses 205 hit points for that. And he's out the game. The T20 got him. So the IS, what's he doing? Oh, the Tiger came round the corner, and unfortunately he wasn't able to get around back. So he's taken a big hit for 242. Again, it's that 88mm round. The IS is still there. Oh, he's come around the corner now. And now he can get through the side of that vehicle. Of course, he's now moving back to side scrape, and he fires a 100mm round, I think that was. Or at least it was an 85mm. It might have been an 85. Fires one back, but it doesn't go through. The heavy tank number 6 went down, taken out by the Crusader. And that time round, he got the IS for 224. And a good hit there, 256. They're now prevailing because they've got 2 tank advantage. And no, you needed to manually aim that one. And he got the IS. But he took a round for 150. I'm pretty sure that was the 85mm gun that he was actually using, not the 100mm. That would have been a lot heftier. The Tiger one's still on this corner. He's loaded the APCR to make certain that he gets a hit. And he's got the ass of him. One in the ass. 258. The Tiger will respond to that. If he doesn't, he's going to lose it. And he's lost it. He did turn his turret right at the end. Too late. And now there's only 5 enemies remaining. And 3 of them are bound to be in the village. The only other 2 will be the Arty back at their cap area. The Type 64 is going up to find them. There's one of them. Type 64. T-3485 rather. And a nice shot to kill him. Oh, we found all the enemy Arty. And we found a Super Hellcat like him. And I think he's decided, yeah, I want a piece of that. Unfortunately, we lost the Type 64 because he got nuked by the Hummel. And the only other teammate he's got to back him up is a KV-2. The Super Hellcat's going through the village at the moment. He's decided to back him. And so the KV-2's going up to kill the enemy Arty. And for the moment, he's aiming where he thinks the enemy is. Fires a blind shot in. That's what I would do. Now he's going to back up. Oh, now the Challenger was there. He did fire a round in the right place. Except he just didn't get it fully lined up. That one bounced off. Didn't bounce off. It actually hit just didn't pen. Line it up. Nope. But the Super Hellcat and his team did get the kill. So he's now going to dash up this area. And once he's in the village, he should be able to scoot around the east side and take the others out from the other side. The Super Hellcat was killed. Taken out by the enemy Hummel. He's in the corner. Oh, almost flipped himself there. Trying to stay below the ridgeline so the Hummel can't see him. Or the Super Hellcat for that matter. No, I go up the east side of the map. He's actually decided to go this way. He's using the bushes to try and spot them. I don't think he will spot them. Too far away. Too far away and they're in cover. The easiest way to do it is to go by the east route. Get the Hummel. Come down the other side using the obstructions such as the buildings for cover. And that way the enemy cannot stop you. They don't know where you are. They could briefly see flashes of your hull as you go flying past the gaps in the bushes, and that's about it. But there's not a lot they can do about it. It's the end game. This is where games are won and lost. We've got 4 tanks, they've got 3. 2 of theirs are Arty. The only other tank they've got is that Super Hellcat. And he's about to find that Hummel. There he is, coming towards us. And one shot's enough to kill him. Easily went straight through him, but now he's staying here for a split second. Potentially the high caliber. Doesn't want that GW Panther to get an easy shot. And now he's okay. Right, now zoom down this part of the map as quickly as you can. Right, KV2 on one side. The Arty on our team are moving up the other side, or coming up in the middle. Just need to get straight behind those buildings, and then we can take pot shots at the Super Hellcat and the GW. He's being very cautious. He wants to have a look before he actually moves. There's the Super Hellcat. And that's why he was cautious. The guy was still there. He's going to take a shot. Now, 202, but he puts a round for 226 into the Super Hellcat. KV2's moving into position. And I'm afraid the Super Hellcat gets the draw on him. But the KV2 is now moving into a position to kill. He's got the GW. All he needs to do now is move up on that Super Hellcat and take him out. The Crusader's been capping for a while now because it is an encounter game. And there's the Super Hellcat. Oh, lovely shot there by the Hummel. Gets the kill. Wins the game. So, Picklefish44 was right to be cautious. That Super Hellcat was waiting for him. And it's an ace tanker for Picklefish44 in the Super Hellcat. Not just any ace tanker, that was his first ace tanker in this vehicle. You only get the banner once, and it's on the first time. He got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. A duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, and a 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. And he got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game overall. And his win rate from the battle was 7,130, which is Super Unicum standard and better. Let's have a look at team score. 2,981 hit points. He was the only player to get over 2,000 hit points, and he got the higher end of the value. And the next high scorer was in fact the Hummel on the enemy team with 1,772, and after that it was the KV2 on his team with 1,570. When it came to kills, he still had the highest number with 4, the KV2 had 3, and so did that T-3485M on the enemy team with a Leverslayers medal. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got the top in that one as well. He's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,191 base for him, the only player to get over 1,000 base. 875 for the KV2 and 542 for the Super Hellcat on his own team who died. He fired 27 rounds, got 22 direct hits, 13 penetration, splash damage on 5. Yes, he did fire the HE rounds against the IS. 2,981 hit points of damage, most of it at close range, only 10 hit points of damage at more than 300 meters. He received 6 hits from the enemy. 5 of them were penetrations, 1 non-penetration. I think 3 of those hits were from the Super Hellcat that he was trying to kill at the end. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 4 killed, and 138 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 47,394 credits, got 23,697 from personal reserves, and 50,000 for completing the mission events, so his grand total was 121,091 credits. And after repair and ammunition resupply, he still took away a massive profit of 65,331, even though he used some APCR during the game. He also picked up 1 bond for getting the high caliber, and 1,786 XP for the game, 13,722 for completing the mission and events. That's a huge total. 357 for this being a premium vehicle, 1,786 from personal reserves, and took home a whopping 17,652 experience points altogether. Your crew is going to get a massive jump in their skills. So a very good first ace for Picklefish44 in the Super Hellcat. Yes, it's a difficult tank to master, mostly because it's outmatched at the tiers that it faces. So on this occasion, he happened to be lucky that he was facing tier 7s and not facing tier 8s and 9s, which would put him at a disadvantage. But it all worked out okay in the end, and he handled it lovely. Just a bit of a pity that the enemy Super Hellcat was able to get the advantage on him simply because he'd lost so many hit points in the town earlier in the game. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thanks for watching.